Christmas, when the snow starts to fall, then you know it's Christmas for the children above all. Then you know it's Christmas, 'cause Santa's on his way. We'll stand under the mistletoe, and then it's Christmas Day. The joyful times we witness forever stays with us. Soon Rudolph hears his whistle and gathers all his friends. When Santa and his missus wraps the final gift, you know it's time for Christmas for each and every one.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl Lala, aka Chelle, aka Chelle, aka Michelle, my belle. And y'all, happy Vlogmas Day 10. Today is going to be an interesting vlog because it's more so going to be a transparency video. I needed to do this to y'all, give this to y'all today because someone's supposed to receive a message. And so I'm going to be obedient and give it. A lot has transpired for me, y'all. And today is my day of healing. I'm not going to, give too much information, but yesterday I had a lot of situations happen with a lot of people. And, my carnal mind, my flesh wants to say it came out of nowhere, but my spirit knows better. So, one of my toxic traits I will say is I don't trust easily. So when I do, I tend to pedestalize the people I trust, forgetting that they are mere flesh. Like that's what the Bible says. God has literally held back his wrath for a lot of us quite a few times because he literally reminds himself that we are mere flesh, meaning he knows that we human and we gonna mess up because that's what humans do, right? And whether you address God by the universe, the Most High, to me, literally same, okay? But I tend to do that. So then when wires are crossed, it kind of crushes me because now I'm battling the regret of why did I trust this person? And why do I, you know what I mean? Not why do I care, but why am I allowing them to affect me? And so part of my spiritual walk, because I feel like this is the part of the walk people don't talk about. We talk about the glorious walk. With the glorious part, we talk about the blessings. We talk about the joy. We talk about the peace. We talk about how God surrounds us with people who loves us. But we don't talk about this part that often, at least not to me. So my world has been turned upside down in so many ways. And this is not directed to anybody that is in my life or was in my life as shade. No, I'm not trying to encourage you to reach out or anything. I'm simply speaking my truth because God said somebody needs to hear it. So whoever you are, don't get discouraged. In my opinion, my world was just turned upside down. And my carnal mind is like, what? But my spirit is like, you knew this was coming. God started to move in my life a lot in the last, y'all, it was almost like overnight. I'm not exaggerating. And as soon as God started to move, I started to fall out with people. And I won't sit here and pretend that I didn't pray a certain prayer over myself. And every time I pray over my life and pray that prayer, I fall out with people every time. And I'm not talking about like I go pick fights because you would think, oh, Chelle, how you know you're not praying it? And then subconsciously, no, they start with me. That's how I know. Like I be chilling, right? And so a lot of the stuff that transpired yesterday, I was like, what? Where did this come from? Like one of the situations, in my opinion, I process as calculated because the situation came off with the appearance of positivity, and then like I don't want to say that word, and then I just got sideswiped out of nowhere. And the old me would have been like, God, why would you do this? My human mind, my carnal mind, didn't see it coming, but my spirit knew. My spirit felt it coming. It's just that it never stops it from hurting. You know what I mean? Even when you know it's coming, it doesn't hurt any less. But what I decided not to do was to sit in my feelings, to be petty or try to retaliate. I am doing this video today to let y'all know. No, you will not be getting one of my full vlogs that I try to do, because I need to process my emotions. And I don't, as a creative, for my real creatives out there, y'all know when we are trying to get our emotions together, it's very taxing to try to do that and be creative. So today, instead of doing the vlogs, y'all, I have so many vlogs I have planned and stuff just keeps happening. But I'm still going to record the vlog I intended to record today because I literally have things to do. But today you're going to get this video from me. So just a moment of transparency. My heart is broken today. It's broken in so many different ways. This is not this one person. It's not that. Like I said, a lot transpired yesterday. I just need to grieve the moments and move on today. But I'm not going to sit in a woe is me energy. I'm not going to sit in an angry energy because I refuse to take the glory from God. Right? I have been praying for so many things, and I told God if I have to be stripped of what I have to get it, I understand. And God said, I hope you're ready to stand on that. That's really what it boiled down to, but I am. Because one thing I have learned is God is a faithful God, and he will never bring you to something if he can't bring you through something. And God has literally never taken anything or anyone away from me without giving me something or someone greater. And again, this is not me shading anybody. I'm living in my truth. Whenever I've been like, God, please, no. God was like, I can't give you what I have for you until I remove what you already have. So again, I started to see God working in my life. I won't speak too much because I know not everybody that watches my channel is for me. In fact, there are probably some of you watching right now and celebrating because you feel like, oh, she's getting hurt. I've given everything to God. I've given my pain to God. I've given my frustration to God. I've given my anxiety to God. I've given my confusion to God. And this is what that means. You see, a lot of us say that we give it to God and then we still worry about it. We still try to fix it. We still be sad about it. Are my feelings hurt? Absolutely. I trusted people. And I feel like my trust was broken. But will I be fine? Absolutely. Hello. Okay? And this is why you will never, y'all constantly see me preaching on this channel. Never give human beings the power to make you. Never give them the power to be your happiness, because that means they have the power to take it. So the joy in my heart, God gave me. Not a soul on this earth can take it from me. I have literally survived situations I thought that I wouldn't live to see another day from. I have literally lost people in my life I thought I couldn't live without. And I'm going to say this again for those of y'all who might be new to the channel. I lost a lot of the very important people in my life, as in they left, before I was even old enough to cause any type of situations to make them leave. And I survived it. So trust me, as an adult, when people need to leave my life for whatever reason, I will survive. So do things hurt? The things that transpired yesterday? Yes. And I feel like because I'm so quick to speak my truth and stand on stuff 10 toes, people think that I don't hurt. That's not true. That's not true. But I'm grateful that for the first time in a long time, instead of me feeling like, oh, I wish I could hurt people the way they hurt me. Oh, I wish I could betray people the way they betrayed me. I'm simply saying, God, I'm giving it to you. And I ask God to give me the strength to endure every situation, to give me the clarity to resolve the issues. I'm not going to anybody for any type of closure. I'm getting my closure from God. And this is what faith looks like. Every day is not a sunny day. And sometimes you got to look through the clouds to see the sunshine. So y'all, I don't just talk about God. I live this way. Not every day is a great day. But I knew changes were coming because I saw God moving in my life. Because one thing I am, those situations that transpire hurt me. There is stuff that God is doing that I was like, thank you. Because I've been enduring for a long time. And I don't always come on here and tell y'all everything I'm going through. And sometimes y'all wouldn't even be able to tell I'm going through a storm, because I'm still cheery, laughing, and joking, because I gotta be. I have to live in gratitude. God doesn't make mistakes, nor is he out to harm you. Just because you feel like stuff hurts, it doesn't mean God is hurting you. God literally says, for I know of the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not harm you, plans for your future. And that verse, of course, continues on. But God literally tells you, I'm not here to hurt you. It even tells you in the Bible that God doesn't tempt you. So when you doing compromise and stuff, you have to know it's not of God. And I feel like certain situations I was starting to compromise myself for, to a certain extent. And this was God's way of making me stand 10 toes on my faith. He was. I told God, for the things that I was working for, if I had to remove things and people out of my life because it was not in alignment with his will, then I would accept it. And so this is me accepting it. Again, I'm disappointed in certain situations. My heart is definitely broken in others, but I'll live to fight another day. Because if I lose 10 people today, God will send me 3 solid people that will probably bring me more than the 10 people I lost. So for those of you going through your storm, I know it's easy for people to say it's going to be okay, but coming from another person going through a storm, we going to be all right. You have to stay prayed up, and you have to have faith. You have to. Faith is finding hope in sights unseen. I know God is working in my life. I didn't just get $50,000 deposited to my account. I didn't get a new car. I didn't, make a bunch of new friends and new opportunities. I know God is working though. So this is the vlog I have for y'all today. I pray that it inspires somebody. Again, I had something else completely different planned today, but God had other plans. And one thing I'm going to be is obedient. I ain't perfect now. Because I ain't going to hold you. Certain situations yesterday, listen, I was fighting a crash out. And I say situation. So before anybody, was that video about me? It's not. None of this is about y'all. It's about God. None of it. I don't care to take pop shots at anybody. I don't care to be petty. This video is for my believers. It's easy for me to tell y'all that it's going to be okay when everything is great. Everything's copacetic. The sun is shining. My money's good. I look good. It's cool. It's easy for me to tell you everything is okay. But now I'm telling you everything is okay while my heart is broken. While I'm putting the pieces of my life, I won't say back together, because it's clearly out with the old and in with the new, the way God works. So while I piece my life together for the new life God has for me, I'm telling y'all, even in my pain, even in my disappointment, we gonna be all right. I pray that this day has been filled with peace and joy for all of you. I pray that God doesn't take his hand off you. And even my enemies, the enemies watching, they may be clapping and hoping like, yeah, her feelings are hurt. I promise you it's temporary, because my God is greater than anything I could ever go through. So if there's anybody who wants to reach out so we could pray together, I've started doing that a lot, and it helps in a lot of situations. You want to reach out and pray together. You want to talk about things. I'm an open book, and it's people who can attest that I will pray with you. I will talk to you, and it could just be a one and done. We can have that one conversation and never speak again, because that was my mission in the moment. Now I ain't in nobody's pool pit. You know what I mean? I ain't none of that. I'm still me, right? Remember, I'm flesh. I told y'all, I got strong faith. I pray multiple times a day, every single day, whether things are good or bad. I read the Bible all the time, but baby, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Because I promise y'all, yesterday I was praying, God, please do not let the enemy push me to a crash out. Because what a lot of y'all don't know about me, y'all see the laughing and the joking and the singing, and y'all be like, I think certain people, not everybody, I think certain people think like, oh, she too goofy. Baby, I'm full of happiness and joy because I know how dark I can get. And I think that's where the enemy is trying to push me. I have been that crash out. That's what I be warning a lot of y'all. I be like, I need you to understand I'm patient and kind now because I'm a reformed crash out. I started out life heartbroken. And it started so early, you literally couldn't have said, well, what you do, Chelle? I was too young to do anything to the people who broke my heart. They just did it. So that was why I was telling y'all, trust was broken in life for me very early. Before I was even too old, before I was old enough to slight anybody. So it can't even be, well, you must have did. No, people did me dirty just off the rip. Like, you know what I mean? So I was a crash out. I used to live my life like I'm going to teach y'all all that it's not safe to play with me. And I don't know if I should share this because I'm not bragging about it. In fact, it was one of my most embarrassing moments. The thing that stopped me from crashing out was when I had someone who I cared about deeply who said I hurt them so bad. I'm just not going to go there. And I told myself I would never make people that I love or care about feel low intentionally just because I was upset. From that situation on, that is the situation that God used to turn me around. Now, it took me a long time to get here because I didn't instantly turn into the woman I am overnight. And I'm still working on myself. So again, I say I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Okay? I will pray all day. I will read the Bible. But please do not put me in a position where I got to respond to you and have to ask for redemption. Okay? Now, family, I love y'all. I pray that God touches your heart. To my enemies, I even pray for your healing because you got to be a miserable soul to want worse for somebody else. Family, I love y'all to life. I love y'all for free. Happy Vlogmas. And yes, I will be posting tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow.